I did like when people claimed I was on drugs. It did make me laugh. It's always fun.
Of course they're going to though. I mean, like
Uh,
let's be honest. I
like
mean,
I think I used if somebody hasn't accused you of drug use, are you actually strong?
no, I mean, and I I think that's the exact thing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Is that
you
it?
got you
That's our marker, isn't it?
you got to create enough jealousy in someone that they think there's no way that what you achieve could be achieved any way other than taking drugs.
I remember going to my first nationals in Brisbane, and I got picked up by a friend at the airport. Like we all knew each other because we had kids around the same time, so our kids were in
Yeah.
the same sort of play group thing. And so I stayed with them for a night when I got to Brisbane, and dude picks me up from the airport. He's military, and he says to me, he goes, he said something about he made it. Yeah, he asked a question that made it obvious that he thought I was taking drugs. And I
Yeah.
said to him, I said, you know, I don't take drugs, right? You know, I'm drug tested. And he goes, oh, I just thought because you did powerlifting that you just took drugs. I'm like, oh, fair enough. And so I think for a lot of people, that was just the assumption that if you're doing strongman or powerlifting or bodybuilding, unless you're running around telling everybody that you're drug free, then you take drugs. And I'm going,
I
oh,
mean,
okay, fair enough. If
I can,
that was the public perception, so I'm cool with it.
and I think for a lot of points that public perception's well, maybe not the last sort of 35 odd years, but for a point in time that was correct.
Mm,
You
yeah,
know, that's why there's more than one powerlifting federation in the country,
yeah.
essentially.
I'll throw it out here. We'll put it, see exactly how many people actually listen to this. I'm thinking about becoming involved with another powerlifting federation and like actually putting some time and effort into the IDFPA, which I think, and I might be wrong, is what USAPL internationally have become.
Uh,
So it would be, I think it's like they're all about creating an international pathway that's drug free that isn't the IPF. So it's basically a federation that's already had one world championships that seems to have started because there's so many people pissed off with the IPF.
yeah.
I thought, that's interesting. That's a real interesting one. So, and as long as they don't tell me what I can and can't do, I'm fine with it. I'm like, cool, I'll help
I
out.
think it's getting back to our old man rants. I think it's an interesting point in strength sports. We're at a point where we feel like I feel like I've gone full circle a lot here. I remember having a similar conversation this a couple of years to you ago, like even well, a bit further back, and like it's dumb that I agree with there being a drug free and a like a drug tested and a non drug tested option. I think both of those are a necessity. But why does it need to be six of each? Rather than everyone
Yeah,
splitting up and making their own federation, I feel it'd be better to work internally and try and fix some of the issues. But I feel it's grown enough and it's got to the point where it's like that's not a viable option anymore.
no,
Like
I think in the discussions that I've had in the last 12 months on this podcast about it, I don't think we can ever get it back to one.
yeah, no, I agree. I don't think it's possible.
So I think there's definitely a lot of ways that we can promote unity and have federations working collaboratively far more often. And so
Yeah.
that is what I want to explore. Like, can we have a loose affiliation between federations? Can we have qualifying pathways that don't make me kind of commit to one cult versus the other? I want to be involved with as many cults as possible. I don't want to have to be exclusive to the one group that I join, and I can only go down that pathway. I think the sport's grown enough that we can kind of zigzag and allow a lot more cross pollination
Well,
to
I think
get people away from doing high rocks. Basically,
I think
that's the competitor. That's the competitor. We don't want people doing high rocks anymore. Come and do a
fair
variation
point.
of powerlifting.